with the Hornets.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Now, here is Miller. His three-pointer's off the mark. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And, you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
On the clock. And Williams, here we go. Can't throw it down with one hand. Out to Miller. There's a screen by Williams. Good on the triple.
Now, how about that? Move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Spurs. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Now, here's Ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Ball, no good. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Six on the shot clock. Miller with the ball. Out guarded by Wembanyama.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. And again, the Hornets missing.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Now here's Harden. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And he can extend the lead to double digits. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 7. Outside Williams. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Spurs.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Ball with the bucket.
Well, I like the fact that this is something Ball continues to work on, that deep shot of his. He knows he's got to be a threat from deep to expand his game.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
The kick out to Williams. There's a screen by Williams. Deep 2 from Ball. Nice defense by Vassell. San Antonio leading by 8. To the inside. Williams.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Williams. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
San Antonio shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and the shot is good. Miller's got 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Harden outside. Back to Wembanyama. Off target with his 3. Miller outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Hornets. 10. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
There's Miller with the 3. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Outside Williams. Back to Harden. For the 3. Here's Wembanyama.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Bridges misses. Spurs leading by 11. Shoots from the high post. Second shot opportunity. And Williams with the nice bucket inside. Williams has got 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Adams. Rebound by Williams.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Such an athletic guy. Bridges just hammers it down.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Left side, Adams. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go with a 3. A second chance effort. That one, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic. On the wing, man. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
To the middle. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. Not many guys set a better screen and then the quick roll off it to get the finish.
Green, the screen. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Mann. Second chance shot. They kick it out to Green. There's the screen to the paint. Here's Salon. Adams, a nice D. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Still scoreless. Here's Branham. From outside, off the mark. He can't get that one. And so it's San Antonio enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Inside, Wembanyama. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 14 now for San Antonio. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Kicks it out to Harden. Wembanyama, a screen. And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Pass the ball. Miller outside. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And so Harden will bring it up for San Antonio. 10-point lead. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Trains it from beyond the arc. 14 points for Williams.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Picked by Williams. Miller, that's for 2. Miller with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Down low. Here's Williams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Here's Vassell. No good on the triple. Hornets trail by 13. Miller surveying the floor. Launches it. The rebound by the Spurs.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
1:19 left in the third quarter. Screen by Nurkic. To the middle. And stolen by Wembanyama. Johnson attacking. And Johnson with the stop.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Tries again. Man can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Wembanyama launches it from deep. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Man with it. He has 5. Screen by Nurkic. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got
32.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Spurs leading by 18. Pass to Adams. And he banks in the layup.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Williams a screen. Miller with a wide open look. Cans it from downtown. Miller's got 9 points here in the second half.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And stolen by Miller. Outside ball. This one for 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
Well, he had 1 three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
There's Miller with the 3. Charlotte no good that time either. Spurs leading by 21. Brenham. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first. Now
here's Johnson. Adams outside. Rebound by Williams. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Pass to Williams. Out to Miller. And that's good for 2. Miller's got 19 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And that one drops.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Ring shot on the way. Branham, good. Branham's got 5 points in the quarter. Kick by Bridges. Pass to Williams. Miller outside. Over Boucher. Shots good by Miller. 21 points in the game. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Adams. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And playing this team only twice on the year, yet you have to feel good about their strategy and execution. Tonight they complete the season series sweep against the Hornets.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
On the wing, Williams. The rebound by the Spurs. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. A shot by Johnson, no good. Now Miller. The rebound by Steven Adams. And here is Johnson. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to.
I won't even think about it. Hey, why you grinding hard? Because